Oh, the horror that is FNAF 2. Such a stressful and infuriating experience. Wonder what will change with this one. Let's see what happens when our night guard is blind. Our newly hired blind night guard has just arrived at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, carefully making their way to the security office. Once inside, they quickly familiarize themselves with the room before checking the cameras. Thankfully, there's a built-in screen reader announcing which camera they're on and an AI assistant to describe what's on screen. Before long, the phone rings, and they listen carefully while cycling through the cameras. The caller explains the basics. The animatronics wander at night. If one does enter the office, putting on the Freddy head should fool them into leaving. Strange, but simple. The first couple nights pass surprisingly well. The guard begins recognizing patterns. Metallic thumps echo through the ventilation shafts just before an animatronic arrives. This gives just enough warning for him to put on the Freddy head. With every shift, their confidence grows, but that confidence doesn't last. As the nights continue, more animatronics begin moving throughout the building, each following different rules. The sounds become harder to separate. The patterns are less predictable, and the guard begins to wonder if hearing will be enough to survive until 6 in the morning. As another shift begins, the guard settles into the office once more. One hand instinctively finds the camera tablet while they're listening to the phone call. This time, the news isn't reassuring. More animatronics have begun roaming about the building. Older models, more aggressive ones, and some that are new. A few names stand out: the Mangle and Foxy. The night starts quietly enough, and the guard steps back into the routine they've developed. Metallic thuds give away what lies in the vents, while the hallway alarm clues the guard as to when something is just in the front of the office. Every successful prediction builds just a little more confidence. Mangle, surprisingly, becomes one of the easier animatronics to track, as its constant crackling and screeching voice box makes it very difficult to miss no matter where it is. But Foxy is different. The guard remembers the warning from the phone call. The Freddy head won't fool him, but the flashlight can keep him away. From then on, the guard begins experimenting, flashing the hallway every so often, and taking a chance to listen. Before long, a pattern begins to emerge. Foxy doesn't rush them immediately. As long as the hallway is checked often enough, it keeps its distance. For the first time that night, the guard realizes that surviving isn't about seeing the animatronics. It's about learning their behavior before they learn yours. The final night arrives. By now, the blind guard has adapted. They've had to. Every shift has become more aggressive than the last, forcing them to learn patterns that they didn't even think possible. The office is anything but quiet. Balloon Boy's laugh echoes somewhere nearby. Heavy footsteps move through the hallway. Metal rattles inside the vents. The music box constantly demands their attention. Every sound competes for their focus, and separating them becomes exhausting, disorienting even. Still, the blind guard has learned what matters most. The older animatronics are loud, easy to track, and Mangle's distorted voice makes it almost impossible to miss it. The vents always announce approaching danger. Those small advantages are the only reason they've made it this far. They took a listen to their watch. It's far past 5. Almost there. But then, laughter. Not from down the hall, not from the vents. From inside their office. Instinctively, they reach for the flashlight. Click. Nothing happens. Then the hallway alarm blares. Footsteps moving closer. They're slow, deliberate. The night guard has no idea which animatronic is coming. All they know is one of their options was just taken from them. The footsteps grow louder, closer, faster. They brace for impact. Then, silence. Before a familiar chime begins to play through the building. 6 a.m. Against all odds, the guard made it through the week. Not by seeing the animatronics, but by listening. This is what could potentially happen if a blind person were to be the night guard of FNAF 2. The experience overall is quite overwhelming, with a different assortment of sounds and many enemies to track. But it seems that it's doable. If you enjoy seeing what happens when a blind person is in horror, consider subscribing. And if there's another scenario you would like to see, let me know in the comments below. I also write stories here on this channel for those who are interested.